Yeah, Hearthstone got a new card today in the middle of nowhere just to celebrate this event. It's the Staff of the Endbringer, a new weapon for Death Knight, a 3-mana 1/6 with Death Rattle, destroy all minions, which it's a really nice Death Rattle. Of course, you can just use that as a way to clear your opponent's board, whether that's by naturally pushing through the 6 durability or just, you know, like re-equipping another weapon over the top of it to activate that Death Rattle. And since it doesn't have any rune types, I think that's awesome. I think you could like toss that into a blood deck. As long as you have another weapon, it's just like this really cheap instant twisting nether of sorts. They could be a great removal tool, but I wanted to take things to the next level and see if we couldn't use this both maybe defensively, but also offensively. So I pulled up here a Stegodon Death Knight with the Bone Chill Stegodon with this Death Rattle that can deal 6 damage to 3 enemies. You already use Endbringer Umbra in this deck to potentially just overwhelm your opponent with waves of 6 damage, 6 damage, 6 damage. You can also use Wakener of Souls and Eternal Layover to get even more layers of 6 damage, which can eventually just whittle your opponent down. But what if you also had Staff of the Endbringer as another way to activate those Death Rattles? So you could do like an Eternal Layover turn and then swing your weapon for the final durability and send all of those Death Rattles off again for these crazy potential damage chains. And I have to say it did have some moments. Of course, it's, you know, it's a one-off legendary, so you can't rely on the weapon to be your win condition. But this is a deck that already had reasonable data, kind of that like high tier 3 range, I think, as far as how this deck was performing. So, you know, not perfect, but competitive enough. I think this gives it a little boost. I think this helps a bit. Probably doesn't push this into major competitive territory, but you can definitely climb with this if you master this deck. And I think Endbringer does give you a bit more edge. So all in all, had a lot of fun trying out this list that I hadn't played before. And I think Endbringer does indeed look like a pretty nice new card for Death Knight. Maladar, I mean, I do have Stuffy, so I'm a little more excited about Maladar. Crit Map also gives us some Stuffy upside. Maybe we can keep Maladar for once, man. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see, I guess. See how it feels for one. Demon Hunter, maybe big starship stuff. We've seen some faster Demon Hunters as well. I'm just gonna do this now. I'm not gonna worry about trying to get extra value out of it. Cool, dude. We didn't get a freaking frost spell. Second Stuffy, I guess, is still fine though. Freeze 3 doesn't seem worth it. Stuffies are good. Stuffies are good. Hero power, Stuffy. We'll tempo a Stuffy if we have to. No question. Kill a fell fused battery with it. Why not? Oh, Staff though is insane as well. I love it. We love to see Staff. I'm not gonna worry about killing that right now. Staff early is such a home run, dude. So sick. We don't have any other weapons in the deck, which I've really debated. I've really been sick about, by the way, just debating whether that's the right decision or not. I honestly still don't know. Boy, I don't want to just take a free 3, do I? I don't think so. It sucks. I don't know. This dies from Stuffy, but their board's just getting so buffed on this random fell fused battery, man. I'm hurting. I need Horn of Winter ASAP. It would be like the clutchest straw ever. Horn of Winter would be absolutely nuts. I'm honestly the greatest player in the world. Honestly, legitimately, quite possibly could be the greatest player in America. Actually insane steal. Draw a frost spell. Yeah, that's actually good. We have another Stuffy in hand. It's just on curve too with this if we need it to be. Oh, I'm so good. It's unbelievable. Hits the 1 out of 12, dude. Let's go. That's amazing. That's amazing. That honestly might be game saving. I mean, I think there's still a lot that can go wrong in this game because starships are terrifying. Armor gain is certainly very high and very possible. I'm super nervous still, let's be clear, but that actually gave us an out maybe. Like we have a game maybe. Ooh, do we just go for the easy curve here or do we go for... Nah, let's just go for the easy curve. I'm not gonna try to greed the Stuffies too much. My brain is so dumb. I don't know why I didn't go face. Obviously, I'm just dumb. I just played fast is why, because I'm stupid. That's the only logical explanation. I saw green and I was like, yeah, green things hit things. Ah, whoops. That actually, I'm very annoyed because 4 damage honestly is such a big difference. Like it could really make a difference. Like 19 in particular, you know, is a, well, I guess 19 is not a great break point, but we're gonna hit him to 18 if we get, you know. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh God, I'm an idiot. Can I go Maladar Stegodon yet? Not really in an exciting way. Give me a Frost rune. I don't need to play a Stegodon, do I? I don't hate a Stegodon either, though. It's actually kind of okay. Also, probably some great plays here, too, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, especially if you get a Frost card, you're just so excited. Frost spell, that is. Not that likely, but possible. Ah, it's just if it whiffs, I'm just so bad is the problem, right? I'm just gonna play it. Imagine if we had an extra 4 damage, guys. Just imagine. Boy, oh boy, imagine if they were at 20. Wouldn't we be happy? Hate lifesteal, though. That's annoying. Also, so light on cards right now for us. Really light. If I go Death Speaker... Oh, God. Stop playing stuff. Cheating, honestly. I don't like it when you play things, boss. Bone Chill Stegodon again, dude. Now is a probably fine time to test the crit map, right? Stegodon again! I guess you just hit here to clean up the other 2, right? That's fine. Deny the lifesteal. Stegodon again. Do we take the refresh? Probably, yeah. I like Wave of Tar in some ways, but I'm just pushing, right? Like we're trying to kill them like right now. I don't think we need a Slippery Slope though, do we? Might be more important next turn. So, like, I might be able to activate both my Stegodons next turn, which is 12 to face, but it's not lethal, right? It's not lethal yet. Eternal Layover could give me an extra wave, right? If I drew an Eternal Layover, I could pop 1 Stegodon with the Layover. Well, I guess I need to attack face too, though. I don't have enough to Stegodon. Oh, no, I do have enough to Stegodon and Layover. Scratch that. If I got a Stegodon, it would have been... Oh, hold up. Is this still lethal? Hold up. No, wait. No. Easy. Let's go. We love to see it. Armor gain does not matter. We don't care. You're dead. Perfect timing. Perfect. Oh, dude. That's so sick. That's so sick. Thank God my missed attack, by the way, did not cost us. Oh my God. Oh my God, that would have been wild. Hey, oh, I love this hand. Holy moly. Only problem is Murlocs. Murlocs suck. I don't know if we can ever survive against Murlocs. Maybe a good turn 5 Elise location could help. I would play a Death Speaker if I had one. Oh, why do I keep drawing you? I just threw you away. Just threw you into the garbage. Stop. Slippery Slope is probably better than a hero power, although I don't know about that because there is some argument to corpses mattering for Maladar. I don't know. Just this thing, if it had 5 durability, I'd feel a lot better against Murloc. 6, I don't know, dude. I like these bodies at least to hit. This is good. Umbra's probably gonna be too slow again, but we're doing our best. We're keeping up here. Elise into 5-drop location. We want Raptors and maybe Armor? Maybe Discover? I don't know. Maybe you need Discover. I don't know if Armor is gonna do enough, ultimately. You might need like a good spell, a good removal card to stay alive. Stuff to hit with the weapon, though, does feel really nice. That's always good news. The Sacred Cave. You know, I don't think I've ever actually looked at that art in my life. I've played against this 1,000 times already. It feels like I don't think I've ever seen the Sacred Cave. I think it's kind of crazy there's no Murloc in that art. There's actually no Murlocs in there. Wild. You'd think there'd be some chillin' Murlocs, dude. I like drawing cards a lot. This is good news. That's probably gonna die to Elise or something soon, right? Frost Strike as well is not bad. I think you still have to go Elise location though. Location's just too swingy. Too good at stabilizing here. Discover a spell. Yeah, I think it's got to be that. I think that's ultimately worth more life than armor. Raptors as well, of course, are really good. Okay, I'm not mad about this. This is exactly what we wanted. We're just hoping to find spells that are good at reacting, for that are cheap, free. But like I can get a ton of tempo next turn, right? 3 Raptors and a cheap spell that's playable. That's even just like a Frost Strike, whatever. Clear a 2/3. That's the sort of stuff we're looking for. These thankfully don't trade quite yet. But they're just gonna not even. Okay, like that. That's good news. Horn of Winter is also good news. This is gonna be a killer turn, actually. Okay, Cryo Sleep. Yeah, no, that's fine. We can just kill a Murloc here for sure. Not a problem. I don't even care about the Kindred or whatever. It does not matter. We're actually swinging tempo so hard here, dude. And these 2/1s are so good for Maladar as well. Wow, we're drawing cards. Like this is really just perfect. Remorseless is gonna be too small pretty soon, to be honest. I mean, Death Chiller's also just kind of bad, but it's decent with Crypt Map, maybe. Drawing cards, like we're actually kind of in a solid spot soon. I think that's okay. Yeah, nah, dude, this isn't bad. Let's keep up another guy, right? At least his health seems totally fine. So we've got Stuffy Slope as well now. Can be a decent recovery turn. Can weave in a Crypt Map even if you want. Death Chiller plus Crypt Map plus Slope could also be decent. They go for a big Murloc. We can just freeze it out for a minute. This is actually pretty big, yeah. Location coming up before too long again is also nice. Good hit for our... Whoa, never mind. Not that good of a hit. It's going to be a 2/2 and a 3/3, I think, right? Going to be a 3/3, yeah. Do you go Maladar into Stuffy here just to get a 5/5 down a little sooner? Feels kind of weird. I think I'd rather just have the Reborn, wouldn't I? Only problem right now is like this is not really great at trading into anything. I guess it's actually okay. We just freeze this. Right, we can hit here, hit here, hit here, and hit here. Still a solid spot on board. Crypt Map is looking good. I don't think we trade this one in, do we? Stegodon? We don't have one right now, so we need one. I don't think we trade it in because we might theoretically get another Frost spell. Not sure how likely that really is. It does set me up to hit it with a weapon, which is honestly pretty nice. I probably play like Maladar into Ancient of Yore next turn or something. Maladar into Stegodon might not also be terrible. There's never like a taunt here that hurts me where I don't get to trade into this, is there? Only if they trade in a Tyrannogill, but it won't die to Elise, so they won't ever give a taunt. So it should be fine. Murlocs, of course, not known for taunt. So yeah, we can go Maladar, Stegodon, and location 2, let's not forget. Like we actually have another pretty big tempo swing off location again. Weapon finishes this off at only 3. I can live with that. We're getting close to Ziliax, and maybe getting close to like Stegodon cheese too. Right? We're not too far off on Stegodon cheese, or even Wakener cheese too. Couple cheesy options here. Horn as well. Oh my goodness, dude. Let's start going here, I guess. Right, I'm gonna empty the hand a little bit first. Totally fine with these. We have 3 spots for Raptors, so that's perfect. Find me a Silk Stitching, I guess. That seems weird. Maybe just get a cheap minion here, I guess. Let's kill the biggest guys, right? That's good. Okay. I guess I could have played a Ziliax right now, but I don't really need to, do I? That's the crazy thing. This has charge. Summon a 2/2 copy of it's pretty sweet, actually. Yeah, that's cool.
Blaze a trail.
We sort of want to kill this, right? Because it's polluting their deck with a bad card. Yeah, I think I like that more. Kill it first, then make them draw just in case. Who knows? Am I playing a Horn of Winter this turn? No, let's save that for Stuffy, right? This guy's actually really annoying for them. Could lock out basically their whole board, or maybe deal a ton of damage too. So Stegodon also can clear the board. We have enough health that I'm just not worried about Ziliax quite yet. Next turn could be like Chiller, Stuffy, Horn, Yor, or something like that. That's a 10 mana turn. I've got 10 mana, yeah. Yeah, we're not in a bad spot at all. This is much. Oh, I also have weapon up too. I forgot. I can just clear the board maybe. Actually, how much damage is this if I clear the board? Because they can't kill this, right? Wait a minute. Oh, wait. They might kill this, but then they're going to wipe their own board out maybe. Or freeze it to death. But if I clear the board first, like this freezes and then they take 5 and 6 is 11. I mean, it's not like lethal or anything. Dude, this was risky. Oh yeah, they lost both their rush minions. They just threw away both their rush minions. Why? Why would you do this? Eternal layover? This is like a lot of damage, right? We hit for 9. Then we eternal layover. 3 things get frozen, so we deal another 5. That's 14. Then I could wipe with weapon and deal another 10. 24, 25 with a weapon. I don't quite have an Umbra follow-up yet, though. Is that lethal with Death Chiller, then? Hold up a second. I don't know how this is. Because I don't know if Death Chiller sees the Eternal Layover. Probably not, right? But we're going to try it anyway. I'm very curious how this works. It also, of course, does that come out frozen now? Like, is that just always frozen? I don't know how that works. Oh, this is not coming back, you idiot. I'm so dumb. I just threw that away for nothing, right? Yeah, I'm so dumb. I actually... Oh my god, let me attack, dog. Oh my god, the animations, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? Are you actually serious right now? Are you kidding me, dude? Let me freaking attack, dude. It wasn't ever lethal, right? If I'd gone Horn of Winter, it actually didn't even have a very good chance of hitting face. I just shouldn't have played that guy. That's really all it was. It just, because it doesn't see the beginning of the spell, it only sees the after of the spell. Like, you know, the spell's not there. It just did nothing. I just threw it away for silliness. But that also means I don't think we had lethal. But Umbra is almost certainly lethal, right? She has 4 freebooters. Oh my god, dude. You're insane. Excuse me? If I go like this and then... Oh, I can't actually do this and refresh into an Umbra, can I? Oh, no, I can't. I go down to 6 and then back up to 7. So I clear 2 things here. I think it actually doesn't really matter, to be honest with you. 8 and 6 are the good breakpoints here, right? In case you get a frost spell. Oh, this is funny. This also goes face. Not that you need it, but it's just funny. It's just funny. I don't think you ever need it. This should always be lethal, right? Because of the freezes. Like, there's just enough freezes to always deal 5. Yeah, dude, cool. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I guess it can miss. Okay, there. If it always hits all 3, I don't know. It seemed like it had the chance to miss there for a minute, but it did get there. I mean, this was gonna deal 2 anyway, which would have been lethal with the hero power. The animation delay wasn't so long. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Staff was kind of cool there. I mean, it didn't outright win the game that turn, right? Like, you know, I kind of threw away a guy for no reason, but you can definitely see the potential on it. Like, you can see how that could make some big swings and impacts for sure. Okay, sure, we can keep this, I guess. Deathspeaker is like really, really high on the mulligan win rate here. I feel like he's not that easy to use though. Like, it's sometimes hard to weave him into the turn appropriately. Like, I don't know. I definitely don't like playing him too early here. Horn is nuts. Yeah. Do we ever refresh the horn now and just take the slippery slope? Oh no, we can't because it's a refresh. That's fine. That's great for stuffies later. Although Protoss Priest is probably what this is, and Protoss Priest is so annoying for us. So annoying. This is at least a decent hero power, I guess. Xavius solid curve too. We'll take that. Xavius into Yor is not the worst thing we've ever had. But it's gonna be tough, man. We need staff early. Staff right now off the top would be the absolute dream. Can we pull it off? No. Double horn. It's fun at least. Opponent thrive in the shadows. Is that normally in Protoss Priest? Maybe to find resuscitate? Maybe it is for resuscitate, huh? Ziliax, bleh. Show me Umbra with charge? Bro. That's kind of hard to pass up, actually. That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Yor could make a decent 5, then we're looking for something else to do. Need Stegodons. Lots of Protoss Priest. Do people get sick of playing the same deck over and over again forever? I guess this Protoss Priest is kind of different and new with Resuscitate a little bit, but man, 90% of the cards are the same. I get crazy bored. I guess for a lot of people, the only thing that matters is winning, so just play what's winning, right? Winning is fun for some people. For me, novelty is fun. That might have sounded a little judgmental, but I really didn't mean it to be. Everybody enjoys what you enjoy. You can't help it. No judge. If you're enjoying it, you're enjoying it, man. Let's start here. Corpsicle's kind of cool for us, but not perfect right now. Marrow Manipulator's actually not a terrible play at the moment, because I could refresh into it. Kind of don't hate that. It just likely clears the board, gets me a 5/5. Doesn't mess anything up. Like, it doesn't always clear the board. There's only 4 corpses, you know, it's not guaranteed, but oh god dang it, it's annoying. No, I mean, I don't hate face damage, but those stupid little Protoss always heal, the little 2/2 guys, so they always end up buffing those up and healing them up and stuff, and then it's like, well, you kind of wasted all your face damage early. Might need to hit it in one thing. Yeah, there it is, the Sentry. Does that really need lifesteal, guys? I mean, you know, it's fine most of the time, but did it really need lifesteal? Come on. I don't believe that it really needed lifesteal. I'm convinced that was an unnecessary addition. Give me something to do. I got nothing to do. Wave of Tar? We don't have any death rattles that cost 3 or less. Only staff, and it's not a minion, of course. Harbinger is like okay, I suppose. Probably just take a Harbinger and a freeze, right? Can we freeze this guy because of the lifesteal? Feels a little strange. Harin does not feel strange. That seems insane. This is also a really sick turn 9 combo, so let's maybe hold on to that for now. Refresh into 3 doesn't help. Turn 8 is the only problem right now. I don't have a lot to do. I'm gonna feel a little bit compelled to maybe, yeah. If I play this, the problem is it's just bait for that Protoss, right? But I do have another one. Maybe it's okay to bait it. Maybe there's a chance they don't kill it. They did show it a tendency to go face last turn. Maybe they'll want to prioritize a bigger guy, but I think you have to be scared of this 1/3 when you see it. If I didn't have 2, I wouldn't do this, I don't think. Just thinking maybe, oh, there's another great way to kill a 1/3. Like this, literally this whole deck is about killing 1/3s, to be honest. Catch of the Day, this idiot, whatever it's called, Void Ray, the 3/4s, like literally everything they have is just great at killing 1/3s, unfortunately for me. But they might decide to trade up a little here. Yeah, they're trading up so far. Are they gonna kill another 5/5 and leave the 1/3? I'm a champion! Now, oh wait, I have both Wakeners in my deck. I just realized, or in my hand. Well, crap. I guess actually Bone Chills are still insane though, even though they don't have Reborn here. They just fully clear, right? Well, I guess, yeah, not technically, but definitely the 3/2 can fully clear, so. Still worth it for the Stegodons here into the Umbra. That's still gonna be really nice. Actually kind of better here if our, it's kind of better if our 3/2 doesn't die, weirdly. because I don't want it in the Umbra pool. I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't matter. If we're going for like a lethal next turn, regardless. I have Umbra plus hero power, so 7's actually an okay breakpoint. So you can imagine if we had that 1/3 out and we actually had Awakeners, how happy we'd be. These Reborn, though, are so good against Umbra. Like, we actually need a good hit here. We need something to connect. Oh, they're going for Lifesteal 8/6. That's pretty sweet. So this actually might just be guaranteed, by the way, too. I don't have any, like, guarantees with, like, Reborn, do I? Like, actually, I honestly think it's guaranteed anyway, right? But this is also free. I think it actually literally just doesn't matter, right? But it's like we said, it's just free. I don't know. I think this all resolves at once, so there's never a minion left behind. I think it always goes face, right? Yeah. It always resolves all at once. Cool. Yeah, good. This deck makes me nervous, dude. There's definitely scenarios where that doesn't go so well, but we did okay. They got off to a bit of a weird kind of mid game. They didn't have anything crazy. Resuscitate came in maybe a little late, and we just found a little window there. That's nice. Hey, what do you know? We have a new card, Staff of the Endbringer. I think it's so sick, by the way, that they just added a new card in the middle of nowhere. Like, I wish they did that more. I think Hearthstone needs more consistent content drops in standard, like, you know, Marvel Snap has cards every week, which I wish they actually had also more big jumps of cards like Hearthstone. I wish there was a nice middle ground, you know. Do we just rip this for one card draw? Probably, yeah. I don't know. I haven't really played this deck before. I just kind of grabbed a list off HS Replay and tossed in the Staff because this seemed like the best home for the Staff, right? Being able to like instantly activate some death rattles and stuff. I will say like the Stegodon death rattles aren't necessarily perfect for that because, you know, you're not like dealing 18 to the enemy phase. But, you know, it's Death Knight. It's a Death Knight weapon. I was thinking like there might be better options with like Warrior or something. Dummy Warrior could be sick, but it's not a Warrior card. It's a Death Knight card. After the friendly minion is reborn, that's pretty cool with Stuffy if I need it, or Awakener, but these are really late game. I maybe should have also just equipped the Staff, by the way. I don't know why I got so excited. Elise for sure. Umbra is such an important card, but maybe Yor is just better in the meantime. I don't know, I should have just played Staff, honestly. And it needs to be a card you get going sooner rather than later, right? Because we don't have any way to override it. We're reliant on the actual activation. We're going to have to hit 5 times before this is ready, which I think, honestly, as long as you're getting it on 3, will often be about when you want to line it up. I think that's pretty close to the right time. Right? Did I choose this? I don't remember choosing this. I just don't remember choosing this. I don't know. I guess I did. I think I said the other cards were too expensive or something, right? It's good, like we said, it's good with Stuffy, so I don't actually have a great curve for that just yet because my Frost cells are expensive since we don't have Horn of Winter, but could be a good recovery moment anyway. Hey, stuff to hit with my weapon. Very nice. We like to see stuff to hit. So Stuffy plus Slope is fine, but I think we just like Elise better, right? We'll just slightly off curve Elise here. If we had enough corpses, boy, a big Fire Plume Bridge would be so sick. I'm gonna do it anyway. I like the Death Rattle here a lot for Umbra and stuff later. Raptors are a great recovery option for any scary boards. Spell damage plus 4 is not terrible technically, you know, like Frost Strike, but we don't really go face with spells so much, so I think it's, I don't know, I'm actually gonna take this. I think I'm not as worried about the board, maybe. I don't know. I have the weapon number 1 to wipe out some big boards. I don't know, I may regret that actually, I'm not sure. I need corpses though, dude. I need Stuffy corpses. We can go Death Speaker, Rambunctious, Slippery next turn, so that's a good line, I guess, if these make sense. Oh, Good targets to hit at least. Okay, nice. Very nice. Ancient of Yore as well, but we'll do this for sure. This doesn't matter what we freeze. This thing might actually be the thing to freeze, right? We hit here, and trade in both stuffies on the leeches. Good stuff, good stuff. I like it. Actually nice. Got some corpses now too for this. That is this turn though too, so it's like it does take a while to get all that going. Like I feel like this deck for a Maladar deck doesn't have like a ton of early bodies, you know? Like Stuffy's kind of it. It's really not the most consistent Maladar hit. I mean, maybe is there a specific combo in this deck that I need to be keeping in mind, by the way? Like I haven't actually played this yet. It doesn't feel like there's a whoa, that one's totally fine. Doesn't feel to me like there is a hyper specific combo, you know what I mean? Like not like one turn that you go absolutely crazy other than just like Umbra stuff, but you know what I mean? There's not maybe like a sequence that Maladar unlocks that's like, you know, some instant OTK kill sort of thing. That doesn't feel right to me. I don't know if we would want to play a Frost spell or not right now. Ancient of Yore plus just a hero power actually seems pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's fine. Good clean math here, basically. Am I worried about this guy? No, I'm gonna go face. I think chip damage to face definitely matters. Ooh, Eternal Layover Stegodon's pretty sweet. 10 to 10 to face here. Gotta be careful. I'm almost out of weapon charges, right? So we gotta time that right. If they don't kill the Stegodon here, this is kind of insane, right? How does it work with their? Well, I guess I would also be giving them. Also, how does this work? Does this summon 2 Stegodons because it was played before the Stegodon? Like it comes back first, and then you get 2 Maladars and 2 Stegodons? I have no idea how this works. I'm experiencing all of this right alongside you guys. Oh, I like that they killed the guy though. That's nice. That already has reborn, so that's not a problem. I'm just wondering what this looks like with Eternal Layover. We're about to learn something real quick, guys. I don't know. We're about to learn something very quick. I don't know if we get 2 Stegodons back or not. We do get 2 Stegodons back. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this is just lethal sometimes, right? I'm really sad, by the way, that I like my turn. I could kill these right now for lethal if I wasn't an idiot. This might be lethal anyway, though. It is. Stop giving me options. We don't care. Yeah, dude. I could if I'd gone 1 turn earlier. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Like I mean, you know, I got a 3/3 down. It's not like it was wrong to do this, but you could kind of see how quickly the math can escalate there if that works out. Because I could have destroyed those again for another 12 to face, or maybe it would only have been 6 guaranteed because I think there were still 3 minions up. So, but you know, whatever the case, it was a lot of output all at once, basically, because that Stegodon lived. Oh my goodness, this. Oh my goodness, this hand is fat, dude. The Rin has a really sick set of data here. I'm gonna try it, dude. It seems so greedy against Paladin, but I mean, this is, you know, this data is based on the Paladin matchup, so ooh, Sarah's not looking good. Very fat hand. I don't know if Elise is gonna catch up quick enough against Murlocs. Do we tempo an Auchenai Death Speaker just to stem the flow of Murlocs? Maybe. I need Staff of the Endbringer though. Please God. That might clear a board that keeps me in this game. I don't know how we knew they were Murlocs, by the way, but you just kind of know. You just sort of know always, right? So Overplanner is actually pretty good into Elise. That's a solid curve, at least on board. Also could help me find a staff, because that's a card we definitely don't want to wait too long on. I like that Overplanner really gets you to the staff faster. Ziliax feels like it's going to be too late to matter, but we'll see. Horn of Winter or just maybe Frost Strike, probably better for now. Like, we got a lease anyway. Frost Strike cleans up a Murloc. It's something cool. Xavius or a reroll on the Overplanner. This is a turn 5, right? So like Overplanner plus Frost Strike on 5 is kind of cool. And then, staff. Okay. Well, if I go for the staff, I'm a little less excited about the next overplanner, right? Because it might miss the staff and delay it even further. So maybe we go for a 5-cost location instead. That feels a bit better, I think. Yeah, I like that this Death Speaker, by the way, has been keeping the Murlocs a little in check, dude. It's not bad.
I remember this place.
He's doing his thing. He might go face this turn, though. I might want to force them to trade if they want another buff, right? 5/5 copies are insane on so many things. Ziliacs, Stegodons. But there's a chance There's a chance I don't have a good target for it next turn, right? I'm gonna try that. I think we need to do something good. Oh boy. Okay. I don't love either of those. I don't want them to kill my guys. I need a guy to survive here. I want that Terror Run to hit now, right? Like I need to be able to use it now. So I'm hopeful they don't. Okay, no rush is good. That means somebody's surviving. That's great news. Okay. They went super wide here, but not a huge problem yet. We're definitely gonna rip the Terror Run still, right? Because I want that staff next turn. If I play Overplanner now, I might not get it. So we're just gonna take 6 and a 5/5 here, just because like what else the heck are we gonna do? Just to get this up for the next stage is the one that's probably gonna matter. So next turn is staff plus maybe Frost Strike, right? Just to keep the board in check again. Staff hits a 2/1. We clean up some Murlocs. Thankfully, they still haven't gotten a lot of rush yet. No like Steam Fin, but here it is maybe. Here's a Steam Fin. Yeah, they wanted to buff it up a bit first. Yeah, there it is. Shame. 3/3s. Clean hit. It's a nasty board. Staff is coming on so late, dude. I don't know. Like turn 6 staff feels like it's too weak, maybe. Let's start here. I think we're still gonna staff, but I just want to see if anything looks just like too enticing to give up. Cryo sleep. Ugh. Boy, I gotta find something to do next turn. I just need I don't even know if Stegodon's enough. I'm gonna die in a couple turns. I guess I'm gaining 6. Worst case, I know I can get a 5/5 and play a Cryo Sleep. So I can like clear a 5/4, play a 5/5 and a 3/3. A Stegodon might still be the right choice though. You know, just because that really helps you clean up the board if you're not dead in 2 turns. Which, oh, good God. Oh, we're dead in 2 turns. Okay, cool. We're just dead in 2 turns. Great. Can't even kill that freaking war leader. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so brutal. Or no, what I actually needed was a stuffy here, maybe too.
I need a vacation.
Horn is probably mandatory, to be honest. I don't even know. Stegodon, that leaves 1 in the deck with the other Wakener, right? So Harin's better. I don't really know, to be honest. I think we're just so cooked. Am I alive? I'm not even alive, am I? 18's not even enough. Oh my God, it's not even enough, dude. I thought 18 was gonna keep me alive. It's not even enough. Good God, this war leader was the worst case scenario. The fact that it had Divine Shield meant I couldn't kill it is the problem. Freaking Murloc still doing Murloc stuff. All right, I think we can do better. I'm not even like, I don't know, man. Maladar in this deck, I feel like I'm either missing the line or just don't love him yet. I don't know. I'm not sure which it is. Maybe I'll suddenly have a moment of inspiration, but generally I feel like we just haven't had that many corpses. You know, it's not like we're cheating out a big Wakener of Souls early usually because I don't have enough corpses to do that. So he kind of just feels like a 5/5 sometimes. He kind of feels like a 2-mana 5/5 sometimes, which maybe that's all he needs to be. But at the moment, it's not been the most exciting thing for me to do. I'll say that. I'll say that. Texting the wife. All right, 1 second. I just started recording. It's bad timing, but I need to respond to this. Okay. Do we go for a Frost Strike yet? I don't know. Coin seems so good. I think we wait. I think we could take 3 damage. I think that's fine. Coin Xavius even honestly seems pretty great. Could hit a big like Ancient of Yore just to fill the curve. Horn of Winter is interesting for later. Great with our stuffies in particular. Speaking of, yeah, why not, dude? I don't know. Let's do it. I don't think Eliza really matters that much to us. We're looking for like more over the top damage, right? So it's all good. Rambunctious Stuffy. Oh, whoa, sick. The Grazing Stegodon, actually just main decking it and no quest. That's honestly pretty sick, dude. Stuffy Horned Hero Power? Ugh. I guess it's not crazy. I don't love it, but it's not crazy, right? It's okay. Keeps that thing in check. Leaves us a 4-1. We still have Xavius lining up next turn. Yeah. It's one of those turns that you don't feel like pumped about, but it's probably the right thing to do. Hearthstone only has so many turns. You can't just greed everything forever, you know? You gotta make moves. You gotta play things. Spend your mana. Classic lesson. Plus, just like, sometimes a 4-1 being stuck here and just like, maybe it gets to hit face, you know? That little chip damage in this deck could make a big difference, I think. This deck can do, you know, can do lots of damage as designed. Might help. Lots of little inevitable hits for 6, which you only need 5 to go face, but you never know when a little 4 might make. Oh, 4 into Misha also just feels insane. Okay. Amazing. I feel even better about my decisions now. So yeah, maybe take an Ancient of Yore if you get it just for curve. Umbra is really nice, but we're just not in a stage of the game where Umbra is ready to do cool things yet. So I think the Ancient of Yore is fine for curve. That taunt might come into play later too, honestly. Might come into play. So Ancient into Stegodon's probably okay. Eternal Layover Ancient's also pretty cool, right? Like I think you get to reroll the thing, which is sick. Lots of armor gain. Huffer gonna trade. Oh, don't get Divine Shield. Poisonous. Oh, Wind Furies. They're probably not mad about that either. Oh, dang, dude. Huffer's going face. No fear. Thank God we have some life gain, eh? I respect the moves, dude. I respect the moves. We gotta kill the Yuck, obviously. That's removing, what? Crazy damage. 7 or something. Alright. Coin Ysera's. Meh. Eternal Layovers. Meh. They got 8 damage incoming, but we do have a lot of healing, sort of. I mean, not a lot, I guess. Do we ever go Elise into a 1? Maybe just take a little 2-1 Raptor and some armor gain sort of thing. Just keep us alive here. Just need to stabilize. I don't think that's a bad idea. Slippery's kind of cool in theory. A stuffy Slippery would actually be really nice. That would be so sick. Stuffy Slippery. Could work with that with the Auchenai in particular, right? That'd be a nice little board clear. Opponent's got 6 mana. Don't really know what their deck is beyond just a bunch of beasts. You know, we haven't seen like the token beast stuff yet. Oh god, dude, 6/2 is gross. We really do need like Stuffy or that Elise location maybe is okay too. Umbra's, you're just not you're not there yet, Umbra. Yeah, dude, this is barely any good. Barely any good. I think I'm desperate. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, dude. Like literally a spell like you know, Frost Strike right now would be an absolute home run. Boy, Remorseless Winter would be so sick for oh, dude, it's so sick next turn potentially, but I can't do it right now. Am I playing this just to distract them and maybe set up for a better play? Yes. Yeah. Maybe it keeps them busy. Maybe they ignore it and I get a sick line out of it, right? There's a few possibilities here. I don't think we're dead at 20, right? It doesn't feel like we're dead yet. There's certainly 8, 10 available, so they need 10 from hand. That's pretty hard to do right now. Ancient's popping up, gonna have Taunt. I don't actually have any like life gain as such in hand. I could reroll this guy maybe with an Eternal Layover. Okay, that's not going face. Some stuff's moving into minions. I don't hate that. You know, they had a rush minion, unfortunately, so they kind of cleaned up my Auchenai for free, but also, unfortunately, Remorseless Winter is so close to being insane, but not quite. I guess Stuffy Remorseless does solve the problem. Hero Power almost does, for the record. But Stuffy is fine. This is a Frost card, important. Crypt Map. Yeah, fine. Just weave in this mana, right? Frost Strike, probably. Sure. Not playable this turn, but all good. So 13 health, not great, but a taunt is nice. Ziliax does have lifesteal, so that's one way for us to gain a little. I'm not as worried about over the top damage though. I usually think they're going to be operating through the board, so I feel a little okay at 13 right now without a board and a big taunt. You know, that looks nice. A 5/9 taunt feels very good. This Ancient of Yore has been like the most clutch thing ever. I was like, turn one, let's go Xavius Ancient, and it's paid off in spades. We saw, oh no! Deadly Shot's insane! Dreambound Raptor into another Stegodon. Good God, that must have gotten rushed. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. So we do have Stuffy again. Oh, baby, Stuffy, baby. Let's go, Stuffy, okay. I like you, Stuffy. I mean, Stegodons are the, like, win condition for us here. Do I need this many is the question. Like, am I gonna have time to play all these? I don't know. Maybe. Refresh 2? I like it. I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but I like it. I guess I probably just leave all this up, right? Like, just hero power is fine, I think. Like, good sticky board, right? Really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Ziliax here to heal, I feel like locks this up, dude. I'm a little sad we didn't get to play the new card, but whatever. Not every game's gonna have the new card, I guess. Furious Fouls again. Not a big problem. Thankfully, not an issue. I'm surprised they're not sending these face, to be honest. Wait, why? Do they know these can go face? They must know these can go face. I think you gotta send those face, don't you? You just gotta. It's just mandatory. I don't know, man. I think you gotta send that face. Maybe they knew Aziliax was incoming, so maybe smart, but the last one too hit a minion. It was not, you know, again, maybe not all that important. I don't know, dude. I think you gotta send those face. Like, obviously the immune is nice to value trade on the bigger stuff. I think maybe they hit the Elise last time. Like, I can kind of vouch for that one more, but this one, I think you're down to your last hurrah. I think you maybe, oh, Dinomancy would be pretty sick. No Dinomancy. A lot of annoying keywords though. But I mean, we're basically back to full now. And then Awakener. Oh, they're just dead, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. Good stabilization this game, back to 30. Kind of weirdly played like a control deck, which can be, I guess. Not exactly our plan, but all good, all good. And now a word from our sponsor. Yeah, did you know I've been using the exact same deck tracker for 8 years now? It's the Hearthstone deck tracker by hsreplay.net, and I use the Legacy theme, which people always ask me about because they love the way it looks. But for real, I checked. My very first video using Hearthstone deck tracker was Quest Warlock in Journey to Unguro. Hey Regis, what is the card add-on you have in the background? This is Hearthstone deck tracker. That is an amazing run. You know, from day one, I've used it to remember which cards are in my deck, a surprisingly difficult thing to do when you're streaming. But nowadays, it has all of these just crazy advanced features. You can hover over any card to see its related cards or tokens it might generate, or just highlight any possible synergies from your deck, which is especially nice for tutored card draw. There are tons of live counters that help you keep up with your opponent's cards and win conditions. And for me personally, the Mulligan guide is super useful to plan your early turns. So yeah, if you somehow haven't downloaded Hearthstone Deck Tracker in the last 8 years of watching me, I think it's finally time to download it right now for free at hsreplay.net. You might even find a handsome fellow on their website.